Hey guys, welcome to Yatra Travel. We're here aboard the Navigator at the Seas, just a 3-night to Ensenada. Let me show you some cool things on our travel here, and let me know if you guys like Royal Caribbean or what cruise lines you guys like in the comments.
This is our first Royal Caribbean cruise, so we weren't sure what to expect, but we got there at the cruise port around 11:30 in the morning. We were able to park about 5 minutes away from the security gate. Went through the security in about 10 minutes. It was pretty quick, actually. Probably quicker than any other cruise we've been on. And then we headed up to the gangway and did our muster drill. It was very quick and easy. And we were off to explore what this beautiful ship had to offer. One of the first places we went to was the Royal Promenade. It's a bit like a city walk with a bunch of shops all attached to the atrium. This seems to be more common on Royal Caribbean ships, but I'm not as used to it coming from Carnival, Norwegian, or Holland. It's a really cool place to hang out, get a bite to eat or drink, and walk around. The first bar I'll be showing you is the Bamboo Room. It's a really cool tiki bar. This is the drink menu with plenty of tropical style drinks. The bar features a talking parrot you can sometimes see in the photos on the wall. This is definitely one of the more low-key places to get a drink on the boat, comparatively to Playmakers, which is more of a sports bar, or the Lime and Coconut on the top of the ship that's a bit more of a party bar. I had to get myself a souvenir glass because I love collecting tiki mugs. He was definitely a cool addition to my collection. Speaking of collections, right outside the Bamboo Room is a shop called The Collection. It's a store with essential items and cruise merchandise. If you need makeup, sunglasses, perfume, shirts, or more, you come here. Right next to The Collection in the Bamboo Room is the casino. I really like the stairs coming downward from the promenade. It's a really cool look. And then you find all your favorite games down here like slots, poker, and craps. Cafe Promenade gets its name being on the promenade. It's one of the longest open hours for all the food places on the ship. They serve breakfast all the way till late night food at 3 a.m. It's mostly donuts, pastries, muffins, and sandwiches in the morning. You can also get coffee. And then pizza sandwiches and a large variety of desserts in the afternoon. They usually have 4 types of pizza, like cheese, pepperoni, veggie, and Hawaiian. But be careful, it can get really busy at night after everything closes. The promenade is connected to the atrium with these glass elevators. I really love the look of this area. One thing I would say about the Navigator of the Seas that looks a bit dated is the hallways to the staterooms. The pink color is just a bit off and feels old, I guess, but overall the ship feels pretty new and overall in good condition. We were in room 1235. This is an inside cabin with a virtual balcony. What is a virtual balcony? It's a live video feed of the outside on a big TV screen. It's nice to be able to see what time it is in the morning when you wake up, and there's functional curtains to close if you want to sleep in as well. I'll show you a clip of it when we were at sea so you can see what it looks like while sailing. The room was really well arranged to feel like there was a lot of space inside. The bed felt more comfortable than the other cruise ships we've been on, and also was quite a bit bigger, it seemed like. There was plenty of drawers for storage, 4 on each side, 1 in the middle, with a total of 9. The room has its own thermostat. There's also 2 cabinets in the mirrors on each side, and then there's a mini fridge here. The next thing I'd like to show you before the bathroom, there's some hooks by the door that are great for jackets or lanyards. In the bathroom, there's also a few hooks at the door. You can dry some things on it. Going in the bathroom, there's plenty of towels, mirrors, and not a ton of space to leave your things for the bathroom. The only cabinet is that one mirror on the right side there that opens. But there's a trash, bath mat down below, extra toilet paper. There's some cups up above. You'll always have 2 large towels, 2 medium towels, and 2 small towels, at least for rooms with 2 people. I'm not sure about rooms with more people. I'm sure you can request more at any time though, and they'll gladly give you more. Over at the shower, there's quite a big area inside. The shampoo is a 2-in-1 for your hair and your body. I thought it had a nice scent. It's a coconut smell. The flow of the water was quite nice, and the one thing I really liked about the shower was the real door, because some cruise ships just have curtains. This one also magnetically closed and felt very secure. Next, we'll go to the closet, which I was surprised has lots of space and hangers. There's these extra racks on the left side and life vests on the bottom. The hangers on the right, and these middle racks, which maybe you could put a suitcase on. I'm not sure what they're intended for, but they were very secure and you could probably put a lot of weight on there. There is one more cabinet above the TV, and it's quite big, and then right underneath it is a safe that you can put things in. Always make sure to give thanks to your stateroom steward. They work so hard, and we love the towel animals. The monkey is my personal favorite. Coming out of the room on deck 10, not far from it, is the solarium on deck 11. Just go right up the stairs, and you're in the adults only pool, hot tub, and relaxation area. It features 2 hot tubs and a pretty large pool. Actually, the hot tubs are bigger than the other ones on the ship. They have lots of jets, they're very well heated, and there's a shower. This is an overhead view of the solarium up on deck 12. And then this is one of my favorite areas of the solarium, where you can actually get on a side deck that comes out, and it's basically like a private balcony. Not very many people come out here, and you can see some beautiful views of the ocean. You can even get a glimpse of the bridge where the captain is. Coming out from the solarium, there's the lime and coconut, and then the all-access pool for any age. There's 2 large pools and 1 large hot tub in the middle, and then 2 side hot tubs on deck 12. The lime and coconut actually has 2 bars, one on the pool deck of deck 11, and then one on the next deck up on deck 12. The staff is super nice, and this is me ordering a mudslide. If you haven't had one before, it's like a coffee and chocolate milkshake basically with alcohol. Back down on deck 11, a free food option is El Loco Fresh, where you can build your own tacos or nachos. They also have pre-made burritos and quesadillas, plenty of meats, chicken, beef, pork options. Then they have a extensive salsa bar with salsas and guacamole. This is right out on the pool deck. You can see it right from the pool. It gets kind of busy, but you can always get in and get something pretty quick. This is just a quick bowl of chips and guacamole I made. The other food option on the pool deck is Johnny Rockets. You can get burgers and fries there, milkshakes too, but it is a paid extra venue. On the first night, we went to the dining room. They had the welcome aboard menu. They recommended the crab cakes, southern fried chicken, and key lime pie, which we got. We also had the prime rib and the chicken sag. I'd recommend using the app for reservations. We got into the restaurant in about 5 minutes each time. Also, you can ask your travel advisor to put a note on your reservation to sit by a window. We tried the escargot, the crab cake, which was really good, the prime rib, I liked it a lot. We had the fried chicken with corn and mashed potatoes. The chicken sag was good, but I think the buffet had a better variety of Indian options. The key lime pie was my absolute favorite. In the morning, we went to the Windjammer Marketplace. It's Royal Caribbean's version of the buffet. The dining area was clean and quite big. There was sometimes a little bit crowded, but it was pretty good. For the mornings, they had a pretty similar array of food. For the drinks, they had water, orange juice, apple juice, and coffee and hot tea. For pastries, they had donuts and muffins, croissants, etc. They always had eggs, bacon, sausage, corned beef hash, hash browns. This day they did a ham carving station, and they always had a live action station for omelets. They had milk and cereals. And then they always had an area with bread, butter, peanut butter, cheeses and meats, and then these pre-made smoked salmon crostinis and avocado toasts with other toppings. This is a beef noodle soup station. They had noodles and scallions, crispy garlic, chili oil, soy sauce. It kind of looked like this when you built it. And then this is my breakfast plate that I made. After breakfast, we had a busy day of shows like various pool deck competitions, the Love and Marriage show, ice skating show, and the late night Crazy Quest was pretty funny, but very raunchy if you're into that. The second day of this cruise was also formal night. The Love and Marriage show was on deck 4 in the Royal Theater. They had popcorn out at the front. If you aren't familiar with the show, it's 3 couples that get asked questions about their relationship to see if they both know each other. It's an 18+ show. Not quite as raunchy as Crazy Quest, but it still has some adult material. Studio B is on deck 3. It's best to go on the promenade all the way to the aft and then go down 2 floors from there because you can't walk across the whole ship on that floor. The ice skating show was probably one of the best shows we saw. Since it was a 3-day cruise, it was a bit overwhelming to see all the shows, but there was also some play production shows and other things going around the ship. This was formal night in the dining room. We were able to sit by the window again, and it was Italian night. We tried the crispy Parmesan arancini. I would say that was probably one of my favorite appetizers of the whole cruise. The beef carpaccio, it was okay. Lasagna al forno was good. The chicken parmesan. The lamb kofta was a little bit different than I was used to for kofta, but it was good. The lemon meringue tartlet, I'm not a huge fan of meringue, but it tasted nice. I'm a big fan of sour citrus desserts. The tiramisu was pretty good as well. On day 3, we were in Ensenada, Mexico. I'm gonna post that as a separate vlog, so just subscribe to see that. We got back to the ship early and we wanted to go to the hot tub and also check out the sports deck. There's a lot of cool activities back here like the flow rider and the water slides, and also the rock climbing wall. Right underneath the rock climbing wall, there's a sports court with some basketball, and they also switch up the court to play soccer or archery and other games. Up on deck 13, there's the Navigator Dunes. It's a full mini golf course you can play for free. I like all the decor they put on this course, it's really cute. And you can't forget the unlimited soft serve ice cream on the Lido deck. They have vanilla, chocolate, and swirl to choose from. On the way back to the room, we found a cruise deck, which is always fun to find. The captain was writing on our whiteboard in the hallway, and we ran into him, and we asked him to prove it on the whiteboard, and then he went, "I'm right here." Shout out Captain James Canada on TikTok. As we were leaving Ensenada, we got this beautiful ocean view. We ended up being pretty tired after the day and took a nap and missed our dinner reservation, but we went to the buffet instead, and it actually ended up being pretty good. One of my favorite items was this chicken 65, which is sort of gone on this video. I forgot to take a better video of it, but there was the roti, dal, green beans, vegetable curry, chicken korma, vegetable biryani. Tonight they had a large variety of different carved meats like lamb, beef, and pork. Various sides here like vegetables and mashed potatoes, gravy. They have this nice charcuterie section during dinner with cheeses and meats and different pickled vegetables, some deviled eggs, jerk chicken salad. I was really impressed with these seahorse carvings. I think they use butternut squash to make them. There's various desserts here like a vegan brownie and a pineapple upside down cake. They have rum cake, chocolate cake, and carrot cake as well. They also had this pretty extensive chocolate fountain with a bunch of cakes and fruits that you could dip inside. If you got the soda package, you can use these Coca-Cola Freestyle machines. There's only 2 on the ship, well, technically 4. 2 in the Windjammer on each side, and then 2 down on deck 5 in the promenade. I also wanted to show you there's a bar at the entrance of the Windjammer here. Well, I appreciate you guys for watching, and if you made it this far, please consider subscribing. And overall, we were very impressed with the Navigator of the Seas, and you should check it out sometime. Until the next Yatra, keep exploring.